time on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Sure something, pal. You got that one right for $64,000. Now you got $125,000.
I have an inkling, but I think I'm going to phone a friend.
I think it's the Boston Red Sox, but I'm not sure.
Let's do the 50-50. So I'm going to go with Detroit Tigers.
And you got it right for $64,000. Now, join us from New York for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night of the Wants to Be a Millionaire. Last night, Jane Henderson from Westchester, Pennsylvania, got into the hot seat, quickly got up to $64,000, but then seemed to get stumped on, you know, that one question that kind of stumps everybody at one time or another during their stack. On the television series Magnum P.I., Thomas Magnum usually wears the baseball hat of what team? That was the question. Well, after using 2 lifelines, she finally gave the right answer, and that was only after going against what her phone a friend said. But you knew the answer all the time.
I had a pretty good sense, but I just didn't trust my instincts well enough.
Got to trust those instincts, Jane. Anyway, $64,000, but now we're out of lifelines.
Yes.
Yeah. And incidentally, here is an official Detroit Tigers hat.
Great.
Wish I could put Magnum in it, but I can't.
Well,
You'll take it anyway, huh?
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, Jane had second thoughts last night. You know how sometimes you think about a situation that's upcoming in your life. She called and said, why don't you just send me the check? I don't want to come back. And this time you came with another friend?
Yes.
Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
Does she work at the same software company down there in Pennsylvania that you work at?
No, a competitor, actually.
No kidding.
Yes,
Hanging
indeed.
around with the competition, huh? You know, we don't know much about you. You're an attractive woman.
Thank you very much.
Slightly mysterious.
Enigmatic.
Maybe that's why you're so attractive. You're mysterious. Keep it like that. All right, Jane, you have won $64,000. You're 4 questions away from winning $1 million, and wouldn't that be great? But you have no lifelines left. But that shouldn't stop you. Play along now with Jane. Log on to abc.com, click on the Enhanced TV logo, and play against everybody at home using ABC's Enhanced TV. Jane, set to go?
Yes.
Ready, audience? Why don't we do it? Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay, we're going for $125,000 here, and here it is. In exchange for being released from her movie studio contract, who allowed her wedding to be filmed and released? Was it Marilyn Monroe, Grace Kelly, Doris Day, Elizabeth Taylor? Story made headlines at the time it happened. It's been a few years ago, though.
Several of these women, I don't think, tried to get out of their contracts. Well, I promised myself in the strategizing that I was doing that I was going to go for it. And now that I have a hat as well, it's just that much more even if I walk out of here with 32. So my answer on this is going to be B, Grace Kelly.
Any reason why you're picking Grace Kelly?
Well, her wedding was certainly very filmed.
And it was a big wedding,
It
wasn't it?
was a great big wedding. Elizabeth Taylor certainly has lots of weddings, but I don't remember the releasing part of it with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with Grace.
Final answer.
Yes.
She just won $125,000. Has won $125,000, now going for $250,000, 3 away from $1 million. Can the attractive but mysterious Jane Henderson win $250,000 without any lifelines to help her? Here it is for $250,000. When it was first written, what was the title of the classic song, Happy Birthday to You? It's a fine day for fun. Good morning to all. God's blessing for you. Tomorrow is yours.
You know, I'm still happy with my hat and with 32, so I'm going to try this, even though it may be...
No kidding, you lose
Sir?
93,000 here if you miss.
I understand.
You must be very happy. You know what, we may throw in another hat if you miss.
At least another hat. The one that really seems to go with this is C. God's blessings for you. What the heck? What's 93,000?
To you, obviously nothing. Want to try for it?
I'm going to try for it.
Lose 93 if you miss. Make a $250,000 if you get it. God's blessings for you. Final answer?
Final answer.
No, Jane, no. It was good morning to all. Good morning to all. Well, you're a gutsy woman. Attractive, mysterious, and gutsy. Thank you very much. Well, I bet there are a lot of you out there who thought that that was a pretty good guess, and it was, but unfortunately, that's all it was. But she was attractive, and she was mysterious. It's just that she didn't guess the right answer. Right now, we have 10 new contestants ready to go. Who are they tonight? Let's find out. And they are Debbie Eldridge, Opelika, Alabama. Greg White, Fresno, California. Fred Shapiro, New Haven, Connecticut. Carl Koch, Bath, Pennsylvania. Julia Thomas, Shelbyville, Kentucky. Andrea Reynolds, Madison, New Jersey. Chris Winnington, Cupertino, California. Michael Simon, Chicago Heights, Illinois. Johnny White, Watertown, Massachusetts. And Scott Goodman, Appleton, Wisconsin. Okay, everybody, nice to have you with us. Here's how it works now. In a moment, a question and 4 answers will appear on your screens. The one who puts those answers in the correct order in the fastest time will be our next player. Audience, we need complete silence here. Thank you very much. Here comes the question. Put these TV high school dramas in the order they first debuted, starting with the earliest. Beverly Hills 90210, Fame, My So-Called Life, Head of the Class. Okay, everybody, time's up. Let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest, and it was Fame. And then Head of the Class, Beverly Hills 90210, and then My So-Called Life. That's the right order. Who got it right in the fastest time? The winner, Julia Thomas. Congratulations. That's just terrific. We're going to come right back and play with Julia. So it is Julia Thomas from Shelbyville, Kentucky, in the hot seat right now. She is a guidance counselor at a middle school there. Nice to have you here, Julia.
Thank you, Regis.
There was a time when, you know, we couldn't find women in that seat, and then suddenly, here they all are. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
So you teach, you know, you're a counselor down there at the school,
Yes.
and your husband is the teacher. Mark. Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Nice to have you here. What grade do you teach?
Currently, I'm 6th grade math and science teacher.
Good. Now, as I understand it, both of you tried to get into that qualifying round via the telephone.
Yes, sir.
And how far did you get?
I didn't make it as far. Only the second question was all, the second phone question.
Uh-huh. But every day you call?
Well, yes. I had to get up there.
Yeah, sure. And then when did you find out? Where were you?
Actually, my husband and I were at Churchill Downs, home of the Kentucky Derby, at the racetrack. And,
Little gambling, huh?
Just a little.
Yeah.
And,
Sorry, we interrupted your bet there on the Quinella, whatever it is.
it was actually at the end of a race. And we got the phone call there.
Well, that's
and
great. That's almost like winning one of those races,
Actually,
isn't
it was. We had had a bad day, so it was good.
And what they have is their 5-year-old daughter who plays me at home to get them in the groove, right?
She actually has helped us practice, yes. She's Mark's daughter, and when she's with us on the weekends, she turns into Regis to help prepare me for the show.
She do a good job?
Yes, she does. Her favorite question, I think, is, Julia, what is the opposite of hot? And she gives me 4 choices in there.
You know, that's a good question. Can I write that down?
You might need to ask her
And you have
first.
this is funny because everybody's got a little signal that they give a friend of what have you on TV. You have a secret signal for her, right?
Right, and I did that at the beginning of the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it?
No, just a nice smile with a wink.
Oh, that's
That was
cute.
my signal to her.
All right, good enough. Well, now she's happy, we're all happy. You know the rules, Julia. You're 15 questions away from winning $1 million. The more questions you get right, the more money you win. Once you reach the $1,000 or the $32,000 level, you're guaranteed to leave here with at least that much money. And to help you win as much as possible, you have 3 lifelines left. 50-50, ask the audience. Finally, you can, of course, phone a friend. So if you're ready to play, Julia Thomas, let's do it. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here we go. For $100, what is a common command given to a dog team pulling a sled? Mush, crush, shush, sausages.
I'll have to ask the audience.
Want to do that? Audience, we need a little help here for Julia. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D, please vote now. Well, 90% say it's mush.
I'm going with A.
Now, are you sure? Want to
Yes.
think about it a little more?
No.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Mush, the right answer. Thank you, audience. You know, those things happen all the time around you. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm going to throw you, okay? I'm going to cruise right through the next 2. Anyway, 14, I'm kidding, 14 away from $1 million. $200, take a look. Which of the following instruments would a surgeon use to make an incision? Scalpel, sponge, splint, jackhammer.
A. Scalpel.
Scalpel, the right answer for $200. $300. Traditionally, what would a man wear to a black tie party? Baseball cap, leisure suit, tuxedo, snorkel.
C. Tuxedo.
She's in a groove. Tuxedo, the right answer. $500. In the movie Life is Beautiful, what is the translation of Buongiorno, Principessa? Wake up, little one. Hello, princess. Good night, boss. To your health, goddess.
B. Hello, Princess.
Hello, princess, the right answer for $500. For $1,000, what medical condition may be treated by breathing in and out of a paper bag? Pneumonia, bronchitis, meningitis, hyperventilation.
D.
Right answer again for $1,000. See what I mean? You're all set. You're doing fine. 10 away from $1 million. We're going for $2,000. Which of the following instruments is used to measure atmospheric pressure? Weather vane, barometer, sundial, hourglass.
B. Barometer.
Final answer?
Yes.
Barometer, the right answer for $2,000. Here it comes now for $4,000. In 1990, which TV star offended people with her performance of the national anthem at a Major League Baseball game? Was it Fran Drescher, Joan Rivers, Roseanne, Shannon Doherty?
It was Roseanne. C.
Final?
Yes.
Yes, it was Roseanne. She did it. $8,000. What current magazine shares its name with a 19th century novel by William Thackeray? Vanity Fair, Harper's Bazaar, Mademoiselle, country living. Still 2 lifelines if you need them, Julia. Phone somebody or we can narrow it down by 2.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Who do you want to call?
I'd like to call Rich.
What does Rich do?
He's the principal at my school.
Ah, all right, fine. Let's see if he can help us out here. AT&T, we need Principal Rich.
Hello?
Hello, Rich.
Yes.
Regis Philbin here from ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Hello, how you doing?
How are things at school today?
They went quite well. You can tell Julia not to worry about anything.
All right, well, fine. We have a question for you.
All right.
Julia's going for $8,000 right now. She's going to come on the line, read the question, the 4 answers. One of them's the right answer, okay?
All righty.
All right, Julia, it's all yours. You've got 30 seconds, and they start now.
What current magazine shares its name with a 19th century novel by William Thackeray? Vanity Fair, Harper's Bazaar, Mademoiselle, or Country Living?
Oh, give me those again.
Vanity Fair, Harper's Bazaar, Mademoiselle, or Country Living? 10 seconds.
Okay, I would go with Harper's Bazaar, but I'm not definitely sure on that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rich.
All right.
If you're not sold on Rich's answer, we can narrow it down by 2 and see if it sticks.
Let's do that.
Good idea. All right, computer, take away 2 of the wrong answers, okay? Leaving 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Well, it's still there. So is Vanity Fair. You have any thoughts on it?
Actually, I do.
You want to tell us what you're thinking?
Torn. I was thinking A, and Rich said B, and now I'm trying to rationalize why he's right. I'm gonna walk away.
Gonna walk away.
Yes.
Fine, fine. You know, maybe that's the best thing. Let's just... Your first instinct was Vanity Fair, and as we all know, Rich said Harper's Bazaar. He thought it was Harper's Bazaar. The correct answer was Vanity Fair. Well, look, $4,000 is a nice piece of change. Thanks. I hope I didn't rattle you too much, did I? You sure? Okay. Thanks. Good luck. Well, as we tell our contestants every day, you know, first impressions are important. $4,000 is a lot of money, so it seems to me Julia finally did the right thing. Anyway, we still have 9 more contestants ready to go, so here's the next fastest finger question. Here it comes. Put these actresses in the order of their birth, starting with the earliest. Julia Roberts, Christina Ricci, Kate Winslet, Angela Bassett. Okay, everybody, time's up. Let's see the answer in the correct order. Starting with the earliest, Angela Bassett, and then Julia, Kate Winslet, and Christina Ricci. That's the right order. Who got it at the fastest time? The winner, Debbie Eldridge. Congratulations. Great to have another woman in the seat. We'll be right back in a moment. Debbie Elridge here from Opelika, Alabama. Opelika, Alabama. Where is Opelika Lake?
It's in eastern Alabama. It's right next to Auburn. It's very close to Columbus, Georgia. Small town.
Small town right on the border there, huh?
Close to the border.
Good. And let's see, your husband Steve is right behind you there. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Sir, doing good, you?
Nice to have you here. I'm hanging on by my fingertips if you want to know the truth. So, Debbie, you've got an unusual story here. You've got a degree in history at Auburn. Then you went back and got a master's. You lost your job. You were working in a...
I did.
Tell me about it.
Well, I was working in a factory in Opelika, and we're going through some hard times, and the factory had to lay off about 200 workers, and unfortunately, I was one of the 200. So we really need money.
But now the
That's why I'm
government...
here.
But you're back now at school.
I'm taking one class. Actually, I was supposed to have a final tonight at AUM, Auburn University, Montgomery. They wanted me to make sure I said Montgomery. Taking paralegal classes. And I'm hoping that the government, anybody official listening, please, will pay for future classes.
Sometimes they do that, as I understand.
Sometimes they do. I'm hoping they will in this case.
Yeah, well, you certainly have gotten your share of classes in at Auburn, huh?
I have.
Well, let's see if we can help you tonight, okay? You know about the rules, you know about the lifelines, 50-50, ask the audience and phone a friend. It's all here for you. So if you're ready, Debbie, let's go to work. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $100. If you can't find your seat in a Broadway theater, who should you ask for help? Usher, Caddy, FBI, Bernadette Peters.
Well, we've never been to Broadway, but I believe I would go with an Usher A.
Yes, you would ask an Usher for $100. $200, take a look. A ball is not standard equipment for which of the following sports? Soccer, tennis, golf, wrestling.
Oh, that would be, let's see, a ball is not standard equipment. That would be wrestling.
Yes, they don't use the ball in wrestling. $300. When there is trouble in Metropolis, who does Clark Kent become? Batman, Green Lantern, Superman, Hello Kitty.
Ooh, we've got 8 cats, and it's tempting to say Hello Kitty, but he becomes Superman. See?
Yes, he becomes Superman. You're right. We're up to $500. Which of the following countries has policemen that are also nicknamed Mounties? Finland, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa.
That would be B, Canada.
The Mounties are from Canada. You're absolutely right. $1,000. Male U.S. citizens are required to register with the Selective Service System within 30 days of what birthday? 16, 19, 21, 18.
Just about positive. It would be 18. I'll go with 18.
You got it for $1,000.
Oh, I feel so much better now. Y'all just wouldn't believe how much better I feel.
Sure, you won $1,000, but
That's a
we
lot of
want
money.
more.
We sure do.
We want $1 million for you, right?
Yes.
Let's win $1 million.
Okay.
Let's win $1 million and forget about it. You know
That
what I'm
sounds
saying?
good.
Sure.
That sounds good. I could live with that.
Here we go, $2,000. The diameter of a circle is found by doubling what? Radius, area, weight, circumference.
Whew. The diameter of a circle. The diameter of a circle would be found by doubling the radius. Sure it would. Weight is stupid.
Did you say I'm
It's
stupid?
No, weight. Weight is, that just doesn't make good sense. Area, no. Diameter is across, it would be A, radius.
Final.
Final answer.
Radius, the right answer for $2,000. Here it comes for $4,000.
All right.
Which of the following berries is typically grown in a bog? Strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, cranberry.
Ooh. Which Which of the following berries is typically grown in a bog? Don't know much about berries. Raspberries in a bog, cranberries in a bog. Know which one it isn't. Sure wish that said which one of the following berries is not grown in a bog.
Which one do you think it isn't?
Strawberries. It's definitely not a strawberry.
And that's the only one you're sure of, huh?
Unfortunately, yeah. Let me ask the audience on this one.
Okay,
to
audience,
be on
we
the
have
safe side.
a little work for you here. Debbie needs your help. On your keypads, using A, B, C, or D. Please vote now.
Ooh.
Well, overwhelming here. Audience says cranberry.
Well, y'all seem to know y'all's berries more than I do. I'll go with D. I'll go with D.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You all are right. For $4,000. We're going to break. When we come back, she continues for $8,000. Debbie Elridge from Opelika, Alabama. Our very first contestant from Alabama in the hot seat right now has a common problem a lot of people have in America. Great education, no job. But husband Steve has a job. What do you do, Steve?
I work at a tire plant, Michelin Uniroyal.
Uh-huh. What do you do there?
Electrician, just started this month.
Good for you. So one of you got a job at least.
Yes.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay.
You won $4,000. You're going for $8,000. You know, you're only 8 questions away from $1 million, Debbie. And that's our
sounds like
goal
a lot.
tonight, right? Mm-hmm. You got 2 lifelines left. Here we go for $8,000. Let's play. Hunan and Sichuan are 2 provinces in what country? China, Japan, Thailand, India.
Would be A, China.
Final?
Final answer.
China, the right country for $8,000. 7 away from $1 million, 16,000. Which of these actors does not currently play a doctor on a television series? Blair Underwood, Jerry Orbach, Noah Wiley, Kelsey Grammer.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Does not currently play a doctor on a television series.
Kelsey Grammer is a psychiatrist, and Noah Wiley is a doctor. And I believe Blair Underwood just started in a new series that's set in a hospital too, isn't it? I think it is. So I'll say B. Yes, B.
Jerry Orbach? Mm-hmm. Want to make Jerry your final answer?
Yes, please.
Jerry Orbach, the right answer.
Now I can get my car fixed.
Okay, now we're 6 away from $1 million, Debbie. 6 away from $1 million.
6, yes.
116. Should you miss in here, you lose $15,000, but we're looking at the $32,000 question. 12 years after the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103, the trial is taking place in what country? Scotland, United States, Netherlands, England.
I remember when this happened. I remember it was off the coast of Scotland. But I want to say Scotland, but I don't want to mess up here. But I think, could be anywhere. I'd like to phone a friend.
Sure you want to take this lifeline?
I really want $32,000, and I don't want to risk it, I don't believe.
All right,
Just,
fine. Let's do it. Who do you want to call?
Let me call Joe.
And who's Joe?
He's a former professor of mine at Auburn. Dr. Kicklighter teaches history. I used to play practical jokes on him all the time. I hope he doesn't hold a grudge.
Sounds like the right guy, though. We'll get Professor Joe on
Okay.
the line, AT&T, and see if he can help.
Hello?
Professor Kicklighter?
Regis?
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. We got one of your former students here.
Debbie, yeah. Good. Thank you, Regis.
She hopes she doesn't, you don't still mind that she played a little practical joke on you years ago.
No. Thomas Paine forever.
Yes,
All right,
Thomas
fine.
Paine
Thomas
forever.
Paine. All right, she's going to come on, ask you a question. We're looking for $32,000 here if she gets it right.
Wow.
She'll give you the question, the 4 answers, one of them's the right answer. Okay, Professor?
Thank you, Regis.
Okay,
Yes,
Deb.
sir.
All yours. Go
Okay.
ahead.
12 years after the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103, the trial is taking place in what country? Scotland, United States, Netherlands, or England?
The answer is the Netherlands, Debbie.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Positive, 100%.
100%.
No
Debbie.
doubt.
No doubt.
I sure am glad I called you.
I am too, Debbie. Yes, sweetie, it's The Hague.
Okay.
That's it, honey.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
This is quite a relationship you got with your professor.
Oh,
Honey and baby and Debbie?
he's real friendly.
He is a nice guy. Sounds
He
like
is.
a great
He's very
guy.
nice. Okay, he's a very smart man. I trust him. I'm going to trust him with his money. The Netherlands. I'll
He
go
said
with
the
that.
Netherlands. Want to make it your final answer, Debbie?
Yes, sir.
Professor was right for $32,000. We'll be back. She's going for $64,000. Debbie Elridge, Opelika, Alabama, in the hot seat right now. Every now and then, the audience here in the studio falls in love with the contestant, and I think that's happened right now.
Oh, well, good.
What,
I could use all the help I could get.
Okay, so you won $32,000. Can't leave here with less than that. What are you going to do with this money?
What am I going to do with the money? Well, we've got a lot of bills to pay off. I need to get my car fixed. It needs a new water pump.
New water pump for the car.
New water pump for the car. My mother needs a new roof. Just depending on how much more I can win would depend on what I do with it.
And what are you going to get Steve?
Oh, probably some sort of golf equipment. He's crazy about golf.
Yeah, he's making the sign back there.
Is he really?
Yeah. Likes his golf.
He does.
$32,000, miss. One lifeline left, okay?
Okay.
5 away from $1 million. Here it is for $64,000. Let's play. What movie popularized the line, round up the usual suspects? Was it Casablanca, The Sting, The Maltese Falcon, The Wild Bunch?
Oh, wow.
Round up the usual suspects.
The usual suspects. You know what? I just hadn't got a clue. I don't have the first clue.
Well, now here's what you do when you don't have a clue.
I'm going to go 50-50.
You said it. Computer, take away 2 of those wrong answers for Debbie, leaving a 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Round up the usual suspects.
Gosh.
Casablanca or the Wild Bunch? Fortunately,
And I still don't have a clue.
Yeah,
but
but
fortunately,
Debbie-
it won't hurt me, will it?
no, it won't hurt you. You're going to leave with $32,000 if you get it wrong.
Oh, that's a good feeling. Where are all those history questions when you need them? Okay, let's see. Casablanca, that goes back a really long way. I've seen the movie, but it's been a long time. I don't remember that line. Wild Bunch is a lot newer. I don't think I've ever seen that. Sure wish Gone with the Wind was up there. What movie popularized the line, round up the usual suspects? Well, I might as well pick something. I can stare at this from now to Christmas, and it's not going to get any better.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, let's see. Round up the usual suspects. What movie popularized the line? Round up the usual suspects. I don't even have a first hunch to go with. Okay, let's go with, I'm rubbing my cat fur for luck, the Wild Bunch.
Final answer? Are you convinced that's the right answer?
Oh, no.
You're just taking a guess.
Oh, yeah. Round up. Let's go with the Wild Bunch.
Final?
Final answer.
No, it was Casablanca. Casablanca, round up the usual suspects. There you go, Debbie. Good luck to you. Nice seeing you. Yeah. I know, you know that line, don't you? Claude Rains said it just near the end of that movie, Casablanca. He was Captain Renault. All right, sad to see Debbie go, but I know 32,000 will go a long way in Appalachia, Alabama. Now we have 8 more contestants ready to go, so here's the next fastest finger question. Here it comes. Put the following movies in order of their first theatrical release, starting with the earliest. Breaking Away, The Longest Yard, Cool Runnings, Major League. Hey everybody, let's see the answer in the correct order, starting with the earliest film, and it was The Longest Yard, then Breaking Away, Major League, finally Cool Runnings. That's the right order. Who got it at the fastest time? Scott. Hey, Scott. Congratulations. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and Scott's going to go for $1 million. Scott Goodman from Appleton, Wisconsin, our first man of the evening. Nice to have you here, Scott.
Nice to be here.
What do you do?
I am an actuary.
Actuary? One of those guys who figures out what my insurance rate should be?
That's right.
All right, good. And you're accompanied by your wife, Emily. Hi, Emily. How you doing?
Great.
You an actuary, too?
I am.
Good. That was quite a hand he got when you won the fastest finger. Was that all Emily?
I think it was almost half Emily, just about.
Yeah.
I heard it from down there. So.
Yeah, it was all over the place. Anyway, good luck, congratulations. A little pressed for time, so why don't we get into as much as we can. You know the rules, Scott, you know about the lifeline. So let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Scott Goodman. For $100, according to the traditional kids joke, why did the chicken cross the road? Visit friends. To get to the other side. Flee the farmer. To return a video.
Heard enough jokes about this in my life to know it's B. Chicken cross the road to get to the other side.
To get to the other side, the right answer. $200. If you are on a sinking ship, Scott, what should you wear to stay afloat? Sail, wristwatch, life jacket, anvil.
You'd wear a life jacket, C.
Yes, you would wear a life jacket. $200. $300, here it comes. What U.S. home contains the historic Oval Office? Graceland, Wonderland Ranch, the White House, the White Castle.
That's the President's White House, C.
The White House, the right answer. $300. $500. A military enlistee on KP duty is assigned primarily to which of the following areas? Kitchen, guardhouse, shooting range, infirmary.
I believe KP refers to the kitchen, A.
Yes, it does. It's kitchen. $1,000, and here we go. What ancient culture is credited with originating the Olympic Games? Greeks, Romans, Vikings, Incas.
The Olympics is the Greeks, A.
Greeks, right answer for $1,000. I knew it was coming, but there it is. That sound means we're out of time for tonight. But Scott will be back here Sunday night, and joining him will be 10 new contestants who have flown in from all over the country. And they are Teresa Mabry, Matt Holmes, Russell Leiter, Dana Worthington, Steve Boland, Liz Wellman, Steve Best, Karen Fedor, Dominic Ferranti, and Dave Cutler. Stay tuned now for 2020 Downtown, next on ABC. We'll see you back here Sunday night at 9, 8 Central. From New York, everybody. Good night.